Today we got the 2021 Dodge Charger. Man, when it comes to redoing the muscle cars, the old school pony cars, no one does it better than Dodge. Right here is the 392 Scat Pack. Now the Dodge Challenger Charger comes in, like, I think, well, you can get the V6 engine, which I think if you just want to buy the body, you would get the V6 engine just for the look. But if you really want the horsepower and the look and that sound, my opinion, go for the 8-cylinder. 5.78 cylinder V8. But this one right here is a 392 Scat Pack, and they have the Hellcat and the Demon. But right here is a nice burgundy tone car. I mean, like I said, every line. This right here is the wide body version, 2021. Here's the 392 Scat Pack. We once had a guy actually just put a Hellcat badge on his V6 engine. You'd be surprised what some people do, but hey, whatever makes you feel good, you got to do you. And we're asking 43 grand for this one. We're asking 43 grand because it has low mileage. Let's take a look at the interior and voila.
This is beautiful. What is that, velvet?
Has a nice suede velvet-like material. Finishes all on the seats, and you also have the Scat Pack symbol on the seats. The interior really doesn't match the exterior color. But yeah, one thing about Dodge, over time, Dodge is infamous for door panels having problems. So these pretty little door panels, maybe about 5 or 6 years, they'll start to deteriorate on you. So be careful with Dodge. But look at the back seat. It has the same matching colors. Like you said, every line. Dodge really mastered the muscle car, the toughness, that old school, what we wanted. I grew up, like you said, Chevy, Camaro type person, and to me, Camaro didn't really duplicate that authentic old school muscle car, pony car look, but Dodge absolutely nailed it. Here we're going to go inside the driver's side. And here's the thing about this car right here. This car only had, I think, 8,000 or 9,000 miles. A 2021 with 9,000 miles. They roughly drove this car around 3 miles a year. 3,000 miles a year. You see, as you crank it, you had the Scat Pack. Here's a look at the infotainment center. Pretty good. I mean, Dodge really is not a bad, the gauges and the infotainment. It really did a good job. But here we go underneath of this Scat Pack. Nice transmission. Dodge stands firm on the transmissions. Pretty good transmissions in these cars, especially the automatics. Don't get the standards because they're not known for having that world-class transmission. Another thing about Dodge, as you can see here, this one, like I said, fantastic shape. It's in fantastic shape because it doesn't have any miles. But Dodge, if you get a check engine light that comes along with a traction control light, that's going to be a wheel speed sensor. You can almost guarantee that you will have to replace probably at least your 2 rear speed sensors over time by having this Dodge. Because Dodge are infamous for having speed sensors. Here's that the rear end. And only downside about this car is where you're going to drive it to. Unless you're trying to audition for Fast and the Furious, it's like, where are you going to drive this car? Because it has too much torque. And often all that torque ends up looking like this. Yeah, so for the 2021 Dodge Charger, cop it or drop it. I want to say drop it. It's not practical. Where are you going to drive it to? Once again, like and subscribe to Twan, the Used Car Don.